How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will, and today we're doing another top 10 video, something that I hope to do a little bit more regularly on the channel. And this is a top 10 community choice, people's choice video for the month of February. This is using Pub Meeple, as I've done in a couple other videos. You can see the best, well, the movers of February, the ones that kind of crawled up the ranks the most. That video should be published now. And then, of course, you can check out the top 25 games from 2022. I have that video posted as well using the Pub Meeple data. I reached out to them and said, hey, is there any way that you can do this on a monthly basis where I can pull out the data? They said, sure. They added it to the website. You guys can go check it out yourselves, or you can just, subscribe and watch the videos when I post them. So with that said, I'm just going to kind of go through the games, talk a little bit about them. Some of them I may not know a lot about. If you guys want to see something else, you have any suggestions for how to make this better for you guys to be more informative, let me know down in the comments. Things like maybe pulling up BGG or playing a video or pictures, or I don't know. I really don't want to spend a lot of time editing, so please make it easy on me. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and get into the top 10. So number 10 for February is Scythe. So Scythe from Stonemaier Games. It is a very popular game, was in the top 25 last year. It basically is a worker placement, kind of like area management, area control game, and just really popular with players. So it makes sense why it is in the top 10. Number 9 is another one that made it into the top 25 last year, and that is Obsession. Obsession is not a theme for me. I can't even really tell you what you're trying to do in the game right now because I've already forgotten from the top 25 video. But I do know that it's highly rated. It is high on the BGG top 100 as well. So that is number 9, Obsession. So number 8, I believe, had to do a little bit with a Kickstarter ending around the same time. So a lot of people were probably playing this game, and that is Cthulhu Death May Die by Simon Games. Very popular game, a game that I would have loved to gotten into. We painted the minis for a Extra Life backer. We painted his entire collection. So I have a feeling that when season 3 comes in, he might be sending it our way, and we might be painting some more minis for him. But again, for Extra Life, we'll do anything at least once. Number 7 is kind of a surprise. Number 7 is Gloomhaven. So this one actually came back onto the list. In January, it wasn't even in the top 10. I believe that's probably because people weren't playing this as much, right? Because Frosthaven was delivering at the end of last year, beginning of this year. But this year, or this month, they did make it back up. Gloomhaven's a big dungeon crawler. Something that I played digitally, and I'm glad I did, because I would have felt really bad buying the whole game, because unfortunately, I don't think it's that very good of a game, or at least it's not for us. So number 6 is Great Western Trail. Specifically, they say 2nd edition. I don't know how people rate their games anymore. Most people, I would imagine, replace 1st edition with 2nd edition. Similarly, if they're playing Argentina and so forth, I don't know if they would be rating those separately. And that may be another reason why Great Western Trail itself came up, is because Argentina came out recently, so people might be trying to compare the two to see which one they want to keep, or rating the two against each other to say, I like this one better than this one, so that way they know if you're going to call which one they're going to get rid of. But Great Western Trail, again, great game, number 6. Number 5 is actually the Complete Collection, which really shows how many people switched over to the Complete Collection, and that is Everdell. So Everdell's had 3 different main versions. I mentioned that in the top 25. I did some math to make it work. But it's a very popular, well-loved game. We have it right up there, big old box. But the actual Complete Collection itself is number 5. I didn't even look to see where the other Everdells were in the ranking. Just it's quite surprising that Everdell, the Complete Collection, is actually getting more quantitative votes for it over the base game of Everdell. So number 4, we already mentioned its predecessor, and that is Frosthaven. So Frosthaven, again, huge box. Actually, I think it dwarfs the original Gloomhaven box, dwarfs Frosthaven's box. But again, it did just start delivering, so people are now getting out there, playing it, and starting to rate it in their collections. Those that love it or love Gloomhaven are probably gonna love Frosthaven. I don't know anybody who's liked Gloomhaven that is not liking Frosthaven, but there may be some, and that could be a reason why now Gloomhaven's sneaking back up, because people are like, well, I really don't like some of the things in Frosthaven. I want to go back to Gloomhaven. Maybe they're playing it digitally still. Maybe they're starting another campaign. You guys let me know down below if you've played them both. Which one do you like better, Gloomhaven or Frosthaven? So number 3 is kind of, it's where I guess it should be in relation to Frosthaven, or no, well, not in relation to Gloomhaven was what I was thinking, but either way, number 3 is Brass Birmingham. So Brass Birmingham is the #1 game on Board Game Geek right now. There was a nice little battle between it and Gloomhaven recently. February was a big month for those 2 games. So honestly, that might be why Gloomhaven made it into the ranking this month. Next month, it might fall off. We still haven't played Brass. I really would like to play Brass. I've heard good things about it. We like worker placement. We like that kind of game. So Roxley, I mentioned it in the top 25. I guess I'll say it every month that it's in one of these videos. We'd like to play Brass Birmingham. Contact us. But yeah, so Brass Birmingham, definitely something we're looking into playing in the future. So number 2, and I'm not sure why this was, I believe there was an expansion released last month or within the last 3 months, and that is Dune Imperium. So Dune Imperium is probably one of the higher rated now deck building worker placement style games. The other 2 that get compared to it, of course, is Lost Ruins of Arnak and Paleo America just came out. We just got Scarface 1920, which I didn't realize it is a worker placement deck builder plus area control. So it's got like 1 extra thing in it. So I don't know. I think I got to play the other 2 games that have been out there to see if we like that kind of mechanics mixed together. And if we do, might give Dune a try. Still need to watch the movie. Maybe that'll help grease the wheels to get Dune Imperium to the channel. But if you think we're making a mistake by not playing it yet or not playing it first, let us know down below as well. And then the number 1 game, it's a hot game. People are trying to convince us to play it. I'm still on the fence. It's a little bit pricey. Maybe I'll wait for a sale, but that is Ark Nova. So Ark Nova is an engine building game where you're trying to build out a zoo. And it's just since day 1 when it came onto the scene, people were raving about this being such a great game. I foresee it will probably take the number 1 spot on BGG. If not this year, probably next year. But it's getting really close. I forget where it is on BGG right now. I think it's like 5 or 6. It's really close. So I have no fear that Ark Nova will make it, to that number 1 spot eventually. There is a new expansion coming out that could push it over the edge because more people will have the ability to get the game. There we go, guys. That is the top 10 games by you guys, the community. If you guys want to contribute to these rankings, make sure you're using Pub Meeple to rate your games each month. I don't know how their mechanics or their algorithm or any of that fancy smancy back-end stuff works. I don't know if you have to rate it monthly. I don't know if you have to rate it daily. I don't know how it works. But if you want to contribute, want to be part of the fun of these rankings, click the link down below to go to Pub Meeple, rate your games. If you want to see anything different or more content like this, let me know down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, bell notification to know when the videos go live. But until next time, guys, peace.